What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am, and today we've got to talk about somebody that took things a little bit too far, maybe a little bit too Karen. It's the woman that tried to hire a hitman off the Rent a Hitman website to take care of her ex-husband, and ended up getting caught because obviously that website was a fake. Regardless, I figured it would be entertaining to talk about, so without further ado, let's get into it.
I'm getting quiet now, laying low when you reach zone, piping down, making albums, take the break.
Alright, I think we've all heard horror stories about someone going on the dark web and stumbling across a hitman for hire website. But I think we also know that those places tend to be extremely hard to get to if they exist at all, and chances are it's an urban legend. And you know, if you're just Googling Hitman for Hire, any website that pops up is 100% fake or a government trap waiting to happen. But I guess some boomers just never picked up the memo that hitmen aren't necessarily real, or at least able to get like Amazon, bro. It's not Amazon Prime Hitman. Michigan woman pleads guilty after trying to have ex-husband killed through fake Rent-A-Hitman website. Dude, like, what in the world is going on here? This lady literally looked up Rent-A-Hitman. It showed up like Toys R Us in the Google catalog and she thought it was a real thing. You know, I feel like maybe, just maybe, if there is a secret collection of John Wicks out there that's entire job was wiping people off the planet, they wouldn't necessarily want their website to be popping up on the first page of Google. I also love that, like, apparently you can hate someone that much, bro. Trust me, I don't like a lot of people. There's some people that I strongly despise. But not once have I ever, like, actually wanted any harm to come to them or, like, anything really bad to happen. You know how it is. Went over to the old handy-dandy Google and tried to hire a hitman. I feel like, if anything, that says way more about you than the person you're trying to take care of. Like, my goodness, dude, what did this, like, how do you hate somebody that much? I can't really say I blame someone for wanting to be your ex-spouse if, you know, your response to that is trying to hire a hitman, dude. Like, your wife tries to leave you, you hire a hitman. She has every reason to want to leave. If your husband tries to leave and you hire a hitman, you're the nuts one, dude. A Michigan woman could spend up to 9 years in prison for trying to get her ex-husband killed. Wendy Lean Wine, 52, of South Rockford, used a fake website called Rent-A-Hitman to try to solicit the murder of her former husband on July 17, 2020. She used a pseudonym, but entered her real information at the end of her service request. Oh my god, bro. What was the pseudonym? Definitely not Wendy at gmail.com, but you, like, used your real address and phone number? I just love the fact that somebody out there thought Rent-A-Hitman was a real thing, dude. Like, if there's anything more obviously a fake website that doesn't exist, it's Rent-A-Hitman, dude. It's not a U-Haul service, like, you know. Yeah, actually, we're sending one of our people removal specialists, Jeremy, out to your location now. He's bald and has a barcode on the back of your head. He was the basis for the Hitman games. Like, obviously, this is not a thing, dude. So, like, okay, I'm sure it is a thing in some countries, some places, some crazy evil organization out there, but it's not Rent-A-Hitman. And even then, man, like I said, bro, the ex-husband's like, I definitely made the right decision not sticking around because she tried to hire a hitman. We just really have to be grateful that some criminals are just this dumb. Allegedly. Alleged criminals, I should say, okay? Alleged. Because, like, you know, it's not every day. Sometimes people want to make someone disappear and they actually make it happen. But thankfully, most of the time, they're dumb enough to Google Rent-A-Hitman and click on the first link and just try to make that work. I feel like this is one of those websites where the guy brought it to the police force, right? And he's like, I'm going to make this website called Rent-A-Hitman. And then anytime someone wants to rent a hitman, it'll tell us and we'll know about it. And everybody on the police force was like, all right, Gary, but what person in their right mind would be stupid enough to click on Rent-A-Hitman and actually try to rent a hitman? Well, this Monday, Gary walked into the office and he was like, guess who's laughing now? Ha ha ha, you guys thought I was stupid. However, the Rent-A-Hitman domain was created as a cybersecurity test, and the website's owner contacted the police, who contacted Wine posing as someone from the website. An undercover detective met with them at a cafe where she said she wanted to have her ex murdered and gave the detectives his home address, work schedule. Dang, she really went to rentahitman.com and then decided to glisten up the details at the local Starbucks. This is the most, like, casual attempt at getting a hitman and wiping someone off the planet that I've ever seen. This lady is cold and callous, dude. If she wanted to talk to the manager, I would genuinely be horrified, because she just treated this like, she was paying an exterminator to come take care of a bee problem. Yeah, alright, I went to rent a hitman and they wanted to meet, so I went to Starbucks, brought him a Frappuccino, and he was like, hey, where's your husband work? So I gave him all the details. Seriously, this was getting planned like it was just a carpet cleaning, dude. This was cold, bro. Rent a hitman. You want him, we blob him, or whatever the heck they're saying would be. Who knows? I'm not very good at coming up with slogans for murder. I'm sorry. I also love that this was a cybersecurity test, dude. I guess Gary really is in the office bragging today about how he stopped a murder from happening. I feel like if I was the police in this situation, and this is why I'm not one, I would probably not believe it. Like, if somebody called and was like, hey, I have this website where I try to, sell hitman services, and somebody tried to buy some, I would be a little bit more curious as to why you have a website selling fake hitman services and maybe think that the person trying to buy it was trolling. Like, the fact that all this went down is funny to me, dude. What guy out there is just casually hosting rentahitman.com in his spare time? She also said she would pay $5,000 for it, and at the second meeting, she gave the detective $200 as a down payment. Damn, rent a hitman is cheap. Wine was charged with solicitation of murder and using a computer to commit a crime. She pleaded guilty to both charges on Friday. Her plea agreement has a cap of 108 months in prison, and she'll be sentenced January 13th, 2022. Dude, $200 as a down payment for a hitman service seems like, once again, man, I really hope this is not accurate. I hope these prices are not accurate. I don't know anything about it, but if all it costs is $200 to get this done, that's extremely horrifying. $200 is once again, bro, all right, man, I'll come take care of your lawn twice a month. Oh my gosh, a hitman, dude? Obviously, this was not the most well thought out thing in the world, which is why she got caught quickly, and I'm very, very thankful for that, because my goodness gracious, the ex-husband has to have been so relieved that she, is at least in jail now, right? If she's out there trying to hire hitmen and stuff, this is probably the best outcome possible. I just can't believe that some people are out there, really rolling around trying to set up hitmen in Starbucks, dude. If you got beef with somebody like that, it's not worth getting them killed, I promise. Imagine what she would do to a manager that refused her coupon, bro. That's what I keep thinking about. She's willing to do this to her ex-husband. Imagine what she was willing to do just to somebody that pissed her off at the grocery store. Allegedly! Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. There's not really much else to the story. I figured y'all would enjoy, though, because this is just crazy. If you should take a second to press the like button. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought. And, of course, subscribe if you're new and turn on those notifications. If you really want to help me out, a link to the intro song can be found down below, along with a link to my podcast, The Scuffed Cast, and a link to my merch. Or if you really want to help out, you can use code Scrubae at the G Fuel checkout. You get a discount on G Fuel. It helps me out. And last but certainly not least, I went ahead and put some of my story times up on Spotify, so that way y'all can listen to them offline, all that good stuff. So if you want to help me out, I'll put that link at the top of the description. Feel free to go listen to those. And yeah, on that note, don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.